Hey everybody, it's Chad Nicole Humphrey coming to you right from Humphrey's Barbecue, right at the epicenter of it all. We want to talk about the candy bar series of what's going on here and some differences between these two models that we have right here. So you're like, oh, the candy bar series, what's that? Well, I'll tell you, this one right here is Snickers. You've got some nuts rolled in, you've got the chocolatey outside, a little bit of a darker chocolate on the top, and a beautiful, beautiful pint cooker in our original reverse flow cabinet style insulated units. And then what do you have over here? You have your Hershey's Kiss. So right here you've got a chocolatey colored hot box. This is kind of a one-off, maybe a two-off of this series. Limited run in this nice chocolatey brown color with black hardware. And of course, our machined out handles and accessories. So we wanted to go over some very big differences between these two units. We get these questions all the time, like, okay, so you guys have started building these and now you're building these and you're cooking on these in competition, but you're also cooking on these in competition. What's going on and what's the difference? So let me show you. Right here is our original cabinet smoker. You've seen a lot of videos on these. We sold thousands of them. Reverse flow, insulated, framework, all of the normal things you hear about our cookers, heavy. That's what this is. This is the pint. So you have all this cooking space from here to here. You can put a diverter in here and make it so the water pan sits up. So you don't have the flame hitting the bottom of the water pan at all. What we typically would call our slide out water pan version. This one's a drop-in version, but it can be both. These do come with our all-in-one firebox setup right here, and the heat, smoke, all of that comes through, rides up through our cooking chamber portals, comes right up through our baffle system, comes out at the top, all three sides, then comes back all the way down through, hits those holes, and then goes back up a chimney, and that's what gives you your reverse flow convection style cooking. And this is your chimney, and that's where all your exhaust goes out. We're like, well, how does the air get in there? Well, we have a valve on the side. You can run it natural air or naturally aspirated if you'd like, right off a valve here. Or you can run a PID controller. You can run Flame Boss, Fireboard, Guru, all kinds of them. There's numerous makers out there. And then, one thing for cable management, because you got to have probes. So if you haven't used a temperature controller, you have to have something inside here to tell the thing outside where it's at. So we have these probe ports, which we machine out in-house, that go in. Your wires can go right through, cap it off when you're done, and it makes it really easy. There's two of them on there because some of the configurations of the PID or temperature controllers that are on the market can run upwards of 4 wires. So you need to have plenty of space for those wires to go through comfortably. Some of them have bigger ends and stuff like that. So you have 2 ports on here. One thing people say they love about our cookers is the noise when you shut the door. It's very solid. Even the lower door is very solid. Got our engagement latches on there called slam latches. You get an adjustable thermometer, all of that on this model. This one's got 6-inch hard rubber casters on it, which are great. You can roll them on gravel, some grass, and definitely asphalt, concrete, no problem at all. Now, let's jump over to this one. This is our hot box. We use these in competition as well. This one is a direct fire cooker. With that being said, how it works is this. You still have a door for your firebox right here. You still have an all-in-one fire basket. Ash pan slides out. You do have a space for a heat diverter if you would like to run that, if you don't want to cook directly. But what happens with this is you build your fire, and then straight down below these, right to the bottom. So direct fire, you get the authentic barbecue flavor going on. There's a lot of smoke, there's a lot of heat. You can dial these down. Typically, most people cook on these between 250 and 350. You can go hotter, you can try to go colder. But they are very temperature responsive. You can run these with a temperature controller too if you want. We have in testing and everything, but most of the time we just run off regular air, and I'll show you how that works. Come around to the back. Right here you have 2 inlets. You can use one, you can use both. Open them up, maximum oxygen going down through. Did some calculations to these tubes, actually did a few other things to the end of the tubes that gives us our airflow, and that's what goes in through there. This is your exhaust. You can also control temperature and speed of the air moving through the unit with this exhaust damper here, which slides easily back and forth. You can just set it where you want. Everything flows. If you need to choke it down, cut the oxygen down, open this up, more air comes out, close it down, gets a little hotter. When it's time to shut this down, real easy, close all the air off, goes right out. Some other cool features about this direct fire type cooker. This one is on 6-inch casters as well. The firebox door does feature a slam latch, which is nice. Runs the same thermometer as all our other cookers, which is a calibratable thermometer, meaning you can put it in boiling water, usually set screw in the back and adjust it back to 212 degrees if you would like. Normally these are pretty shock proof and we haven't had a lot of issues with them. We do machine all of these parts here in house too. We machine all the handles, all the bushings, all of that right here on our CNC lathes. Laser cut out all the handles and everything as well. You hear that ratcheting. This is our ratchet system. A lot of times we've seen people in competition have a lot of trouble with lids. When they aren't connected to the cooker in this style of cooker, they end up kind of being hard to manage. This thing stays right here. Nice windy, rainy day. This isn't going anywhere. Good positive lock. As you can see, we're moving the whole cooker and it's not going anywhere. So if it's you just raise it up, it goes right down. Let's say it's sideways rain and you're trying to do something and you want it to, have not a lot of exposure because, the rain's coming in. Just open it a little bit. Do what you have to do. If you just have to spritz, if you have to check things out, if you have to probe something real quick, just do it with the lid nice and low. Otherwise, raise it up. Want to go higher? Raise it up. This is a gasketed top as well, so it helps, minimal smoke leakage, if any, even over time. This gasket's going to last a long time. A high density, high temp gasket. To close it all the way up and down, and you can hear the lid shut. These weigh significantly less than the pint cooker. There's no framework in here besides minimal frame to help with high heat squareness. But so you're about 230 pounds with the firebox, about 173 without it. So nice, light, portable unit for this style of cooker. Neat part is you can also do 2 sets of rack locations in this. So right here, this is our honeycomb racks. These are the ones we laser cut here. We also have a stainless steel rod rack that we, as an option or an upgrade for this as well. You can remove this. You have a whole second rack location down into there. So if you wanted to put racks in, you can just go down in, set them down in. So you want to put a catch pan or a water pan or just cook a lot of food, you can easily do it with this unit with 4 rack sections. You'd have 2 solid racks. Care and maintenance on this, very minimal. Every once in a while, just make sure your hinges are adjusted correctly. Clean it out. That's a big one on this direct fire style cooker, is definitely keeping it relatively clean. But there's really very little maintenance. Adjust your door latch down there to suck the door gasket in on the firebox to keep any air creepage out. But mostly just cleaning. This one, minimal maintenance as well. A few care tips on this one. Mostly the same. Door latches, keep them adjusted right, get the longevity out of your gasket, keep things clean. That's another big one. And lubricate your door hinges here with PB Blast or WD-40, anything like that. This is a sealed hinge, but you're working with animal fats blowing around. You're a unit that is outside a lot. Cooking in harsh conditions. Smoking is a corrosive type of cooking. I mean, you're turning, you're gasifying wood essentially, and it is, corrosive. So spraying these down, keeping them lubed up is my number one thing for people to do. And that's really easy to do. Just spray it, wipe it excess off with a cloth. Grease your casters from time to time if you'd like. They have grease fittings on them. That will always help. Not really 100% necessary, but a nice little tidbit there. Most of the time is just clean it out. Get the old charcoal ash out. That'll preserve your bottom. And that's for either cooker. And these do come in other colors. So there's a multitude of colors and custom colors that this variation here can come in. there are fewer colors that this variation can come in, because this one is a true high temp finish, because it is directly hit by all the high heat. So this one, not as many colors, but you can do reds, you can do blues. There are some oranges out there. There's the Hershey's Kiss color here. There's our traditional black. I think there's even a green. So this one has a few options for you. Some of them are upgrades, and this one has a multitude of colors. We have our stock colors, our in-stock page of our website. We usually put some special ones out there that we build just to have ahead. So always check the in-stock section of the website for some cool upcoming or in-stock units.